performance against Norway. They need to beware, though, against a home side tonight who ground out 3 points themselves in Scotland. Norway's first win of these qualifiers, another now, and they too would go into the long winter break with realistic aims of finishing top of the group. There are two changes to the Norwegian side that won in Glasgow, both with the aim of making the midfield more attack-minded. Andersen and Pedersen come in for Sorensen and Hoseth. Erik Hagen continues at the back alongside Klaus Lundekva. Well, Slovenian coach Branko Oblak makes room for the goal-scoring hero against Italy, Boštjan Cesar, number 5, who replaces Andrej Komac in what's sure to be a multi-layered defence. The experience of the senior players like Che of Club Brugge and Asimovic of Lille will be important in an away tie such as this one. Slovenia are in good shape, but it's going to be tough here. Norway, one of Europe's grinders, certainly at home here at the Ullevål. So important for Aga Haraida's side to beat Scotland at the weekend, as they did with a Stefan Iversen penalty. Prior to that, John Carew had given them a first-minute lead in Italy in their first qualifier. They went on to lose 2-1, and then there was the 1-1 match with Belarus here, which so displeased Haraida that he got rid of the entire midfield and tried out one or two new plans, which worked just fine at Hampden Park. It's away there by Bergdolmo. That's Jarlen Pokorn. Oh, he fell over. Gams Pedersen, and here's Carew. What a start for Norway! A very, very easy goal. Pokorn fell over. Pedersen slipped it through to John Carew. And what about that? The cheeky little celebration there, the holding the baby. Well, that's because in the last couple of weeks, Carew has actually lost a paternity suit here in Norway. Is he pleased about being a father after all? Well, he's certainly pleased about breaking the deadlock here. It was coolly finished off. It was nicely laid into him as well by Pedersen, one of the newcomers. Ball, though, from Pokorn. And Carew gets his 12th international goal. It's not the best of scoring records, considering this is his 42nd cap. Oh, he's through here. What a chance for 2-0. Slovenia could have been dead and buried already. Iversen. Slovenia spent rather too much time waiting for a flag or a whistle there. A cracking start here by the Norwegians. Carew. In front of him is Matej Mavric. Drifted out. Much travelled. John Carew. Valencia. Roma. He was nothing more than a sub last season. Now Turkey with Besiktas. Constant aerial threat, which they'll look to utilise again here. Pedersen will take the free kick. Oh, and it was dangerous. Wasn't particularly safe or secure there from Borut Mavric, the Slovenian keeper. Solly. Oh, must be for Iversen! How unlucky is that? Great cross from Jan Gunnar Solly. You'd have put your mortgage there on Iversen steering it in. Terrific ball, which cuts out the entire Slovenian defence. And if anything, the touch has been too delicate from Stefan Iversen. Oh, Carew wins it in the air! It was hit first time by Pedersen. An awful lot of good opportunities are being squandered here by Norway. Oh, it would have been some goal. It would have made some goal, that. A loose ball across. And a foul on Milenko Ashimovic. It's a yellow card for Andersen. Simovic made it look dramatic. Good delivery. Oh, and there were two of them unmarked. It was Cesar, the goal-scoring hero against Italy, that won the header. No one picked him up. A bit more measured this from Slovenia. Asimovic, who broke for Nastya. Nicely played. The idea was certainly right. He looked to force it through to Klemen Lavric and Che, and they've got a man round the outside. It was Hermin Siljak. Just the merest of touches in the middle, and it would have been 1-1. He just about stayed onside. Slovenia looks stretched again. Good ball in. Again, it's Iversen in the air. He's given far too much time. Cannot believe that the corner hasn't been awarded. Pedersen's cross, and it was a good one. Well, it's a clear corner. Here's Solly. Across it comes, and that's number 2. It's Morten Pedersen. Slovenia with an awful lot to do now to get back into this. Come here in such good form. 7 points from a possible 9 to begin with in this group, but maybe a level is being found. Iversen again won it in the air. Solly, unselfish, he had Carew square, but preferred to pick out Pedersen. And the Blackburn man gets his 3rd goal for his country. And Carew for Pedersen. Ball comes in low, Iversen's layoff, John Carew! Just missed the final touch. Would have been a very slick goal, a very slick build-up. Solly, eager there, despite the late stage. It's through to Odegaard, the substitute. Oh, wonderful skill for number 3. Alexander Odegaard. It's only his 3rd cap. Fancy he might be winning a few more after that finish. Delightful play from the Sondal player. On for Pedersen. And Alga Hadaida can afford a smile. Really well taken that by Odegaard. And it's wrapped up. A resounding win here for the Norwegians. There might even be a 4th on the horizon. It's going to be cleared by Mitrakovic. The early optimism dies really for Slovenia here in Oslo. Norway have run out comfortable winners, the cherry on top being provided by Odegaard, the substitute, with a 3rd in the 90th minute. Before that, Carew and Pedersen with the previous goals for Norway. A comfortable win for Hadaida, 3-0.
After such a turbulent start, Raymond Domenech will give anything for 3 points here. A game that France really ought to win, but some toothless performances lately mean that nothing can be taken for granted here. Now, while France was stagnating against Ireland, Cyprus were having their own problems in a 2-2 draw against the Faroe Islands. Coach Vukotic makes 2 changes from then. Kakogiannis and Satsias replace Makridis and Krasas, and 5 Apoel Nicosia players in the starting lineup. Patrick Vieira was always going to return from his suspension here and reclaims the captain's armband from Fabien Barthez. Rio Mavuba is the man left out. Elsewhere, Peggy Loindula of Marseille gets his chance as Henry's strike partner, and Djibril Cissé, who scored last time France played Cyprus, stays on the bench. Well, any win will do for Raymond Domenech. Potential dangers, though, lie ahead for France. It's one of those occasions on which you should tread very, very carefully. Talking of which, the pitch doesn't look in great condition. France, by the way, kick from right to left in their change strip in this opening half. Givet there. He and Scalacci have now started 4 internationals in a row together in the centre defence, albeit with the odd system change along the way, as Domenech tries to start his rebuilding from the very beginning. First touch for Peggy Loindula. And a charge for Robert Pires, and a great start for France. Sylvain Wiltord approached. Panayotou did well. The sort of flowing football they were looking for at the weekend and couldn't find. Forward by Kakogiannis. It's a good turn. Stavros Georgiou keeps going. Georgiou maybe held on too long, but thought for a moment a chance of a shot. It's a good ball. Goodness me. Just too high for Constantinidou. Okas and Constantinidou, both with Greek clubs in Olympiakos and Panathinaikos. They do pose a threat up front, but is France trying to pose one of their own? It's been an edgy start. It's Loindula, who's just offside. Only scored twice for Marseille this season, but taking time to settle down since moving rather surprisingly from Lyon. Certainly worth his chance in the national team again after scoring the first goal under Domenech against Bosnia. Charambelidis. Oh, he's onside. What a chance here for Cyprus. Barthez again. Okas it was with a chance. Deflected away, a brilliant double save by Fabien Barthez. The whistle still hasn't gone. And Dakor can hack it clear, but what a chance, what a double chance for Cyprus. Giannakis Okas, who scored against France a couple of seasons ago. One good save, a second brilliant one. Outstanding recovery from Barthez, that. And then he dropped the return. It's Henry. Well, he got it over the wall, but second part of the equation, no. Just too high. Scored in only one of his last 11 internationals. Eyebrows raised about that. Forward by Vieira. Wiltord. Few scares here for France, although they play brightly enough. Now Henry. And Henry wants a shot. And Henry doesn't hurt them again. Cyprus clearly feel they can pose a threat, and they've proved that they can. Remember, this is a team that did once beat Spain in Euro 2000 qualifiers. Lost Javier Clemente his job then. Here's Loindula. Pires on from Vieira, and now Wiltord. Lovely play, a lovely goal. Loindula, Pires, Vieira, Wiltord. And Sylvain Wiltord, who might have felt that he'd never again play for France, gets on the score sheet for a 23rd time at this level. Well, I would hazard a guess that that's the best piece of play so far under Raymond Domenech. That's what they can do. And didn't they do it well? Henry skips away from one challenge. Now Loindula. Did well to stay on his feet. Good save. Good play again, though, from Peggy Loindula, and that's Vieira. And that wasn't far away. Easily France's best spell. Good first half performance. One half-time change is the exit of Robert Pires and the entrance of Daniel Moreira of Toulouse. Still they come, still they believe. That's a great ball in! Oh, what a chance! Georgiou. Lovely play from the substitute Makridis, and Georgiou had a swing. They were caught flat-footed. France need a second goal to kill this off. Henry charging down. Rather desperate looking challenge that. And Henry's been played in for 2-0. Lovely. He has the international goal that he craved. And that, I fear for Cyprus, is that. Sweet, sweet finish. Vieira. They might end up with more here. It's Daniel Moreira. It's a good block again by Panayotou. Cyprus captain from AEK Larnaca has done really well here. And they certainly deserve a goal, Cyprus. Floated in, but away by Vieira. They won't get one like that. Well, they might get one like that. Now that's desperately unlucky. It really is. Super header, and Barthez was beaten. Lambrook. And it did anything but go in. And even when it bounced back, it might have hit Barthez's back, but shaved the shirt. Henry. Feel it's not going to be night for a Cypriot goal. Wide from Vieira. This is Moreira. And again, it was good, sharp play. Well, France have deserved the win here, but I think 2-0's about right because Cyprus have had a real go. Well, they're going to lose the game, but can they get a consolation goal here? Solid header away by Givet, and there's the final whistle. Well, they deserve their cheer here, Cyprus. They've had a poor time in qualifying so far. A dreadful time against the Faroes at the weekend. And a proud showing here. And that's the case from France as well. Thierry Henry finally with another international goal. And the final score, Cyprus 0, France 2.
On a night which sees Mark Hughes bid farewell, the Wales coach's final task will be to ensure his country's hopes of qualifying for the World Cup do not disappear out the door with him. Wales find themselves in another must-win match at the Millennium Stadium. In form, Poland looking to pile on the misery 4 days after Wales were beaten at Old Trafford. It gets worse before it gets better, though, for the Welsh, as Ryan Giggs pulled out just hours before kick-off with a virus. James Collins wins only his 5th cap in a defence still shorn of Andy Melville. Robert Earnshaw is preferred to John Hartson up front. 2 changes from the Polish team that won so impressively in Austria on Saturday night. Rasiak is replaced by Kamil Kozowski on the right-hand side. Sebastian Mila drops out for Miroslav Simkowiak. Poland looking to continue their 100% away record in this qualifying group so far. It's a massive game in more ways than one. Emotional enough with the departure of Mark Hughes to take over at Blackburn. How he wants a legacy, and a winning legacy. Been on such a journey in the 5 years that Hughes has been at the helm. Responsible for some of Wales's highest points and lowest points, you may argue, both against Italy. A real pinnacle came 2 years ago, and that memorable 2-1 win here against the Italians a year on, and they were losing 4-0 against the same opposition as, well, the slide began. Indeed, Wales have gone 9 matches, competitive matches, that is, under Mark Hughes, without a win now. Well, Poland just trying to put out some tentacles early on. Comes up the line from Delaney. Oh, poor back header has led in Earnshaw. He went for the fancy finish with the outside of his foot. In the end, he's got his bearings wrong. It was a hopeful ball pumped over the top, misread by back. And rather than holding it up, Earnshaw went for the glory. Yenas played in the World Cup 22 years ago. Poland got to the semis. A good play that by Szymkowiak. A player with that shock of blonde hair. Almost shot Wales there. Got the bounce. Well, the bounce went his way. It's taken a slight nick as well off Danny Gabidon. Speeds. Many are suggesting that he would be an ideal candidate to replace Mark Hughes. Good ball up that to Bellamy. It's Craig Bellamy. Oh, it was a clever effort by Bellamy. Very deliberately tried to curl it beyond Jerzy Dudek there at the near post, and he so nearly got it right. Great ball up to him. It's the pace of Bellamy. Look at that, he had the legs there on Tomasz Hajto. The Welsh board is believed to want John Toshak in charge. Not something the players are particularly happy about. Davies! He's been missed when injuries have kept him out, Simon Davies. That's a terrific shot. Nil-nil at the break. Long from Thatcher. Earnshaw, as industrious as ever, gives chase and tries the flick, which just about comes off as well. Kumas lays it in. Bellamy! Good chance. Kumas trying as hard as he might to replicate what Ryan Giggs does over on the left. He did well enough there, though, and Bellamy went for the curler. Speed picked it up. Taken quickly as well. Oh, Earnshaw's in here. It's Robert Earnshaw for Wales. They wanted the goal so badly tonight, and they've got it. Maybe there will be a happy ending to the Mark Hughes fairy tale. Oh, very quick thinking, Robbie Savage. His presence a massive boost for Wales after he had to sit out the England game with suspension. It's a quick ball through, poor defending as well by Rasha. And Earnshaw has knocked it in. It's his first goal for anyone since he joined West Brom. His second goal of these qualifiers after he scored against the Irish. Now here comes Tomasz Frankowski, a player bang in form. 10 games this season, 16 goals. Got a chick off. Szymkowiak. Savage flying in fairly though. Patient from the poles. Oh, there's space in the middle of the penalty area. He couldn't execute the overhead. So substitute Frankowski. Far too much room there for him though. And he wanted to be spectacular. 5 years since Hughes took over. Undoubtedly, he's made Wales a far more respectable nation in terms of international competition. And this is Kumas. Bashinsky, wondering where the cover was. Well, there's just that one goal lead. You always have to be fearful for Wales here. Comes in from Kumas. Oh, it was dangerous. Bellamy with not enough power in the end behind the final header. It seemed to come off the shoulder really of Collins. Dudek so happy to claim that. Off goes Kalushny. On is Sebastian Miller. One of the two players dropped from the starting 11, but one in Vienna. Poland have kept their shape though. Still trying to pick holes in this Welsh defence. Oh, they might go in here. It's Frankowski! Really well taken. It blows all the wind out of the Welsh sails. A lapse at the back. It was a punt forward. Well controlled. But Collins wasn't tight enough on him. This is a player at the very top of his game at the moment, Tomasz Frankowski. And now all the momentum is behind the visitors here. Well, just listen to that reception for Gary Speed. And Big John Hartson on the final 10 minutes. Will he be back in a coaching capacity, Gary Speed? Only time will tell. Bellamy just crowded out of it. Żurawski. Oh, he's got the legs on the lady there, and Żurawski has forced it in, and it's all gone wrong for Wales. Again, it seemed a little too easy for him to score. Mark Hughes is furious. Bellamy there gets charged down. Frankowski and then Miller, that's the two substitutes working it out to the left-hand side. What a finish though from Żurawski. Oh well, it's very tight, he's level. At least there, I think. The pictures say it all. Wales looking ragged now. And that's a third goal. It's Krzyżanowicz. The final nail in the coffin, really. Certainly of Mark Hughes' tenure as coach, maybe too of Wales' hopes of reaching Germany. Misplaced passes, bobbling balls, and Wales were too slow to pick it up, and it's crashed home by Jacek Krzyżanowicz. Another who's performing wonderfully for his club side, Bayer Leverkusen. It's a devilish shot and it's swerved away from Paul Jones at the very last. Jason Kumas placed right at the end here. And Paul Parry, another from Cardiff City. It's going to make no indent at all on the final scoreline or the outcome of this game. Going to be 3 wins out of 3 on their travels in this group for the Poles. Coach has used over 70 players in his 3 years in charge. As Savic hooks that in, it's forced in by John Hartson right at the end here. One more attack and they might well pull an astonishing finale out of the hat, but I think maybe this is even a little too late even now. Poland went to sleep this time. Just as I was saying that he used over 70 players in 3 years, Pavel Yenas, the Polish coach, has maybe at last found the right mix. They're on the attack here, but it will be run into the corner. And that's it. Mark Hughes' final match as coach of Wales ends on a sad, sad note. They've been beaten at home 3-2. Poland looking good for the playoff spot at the moment, behind group leaders England.
Great night for them in Andorra la Vella. Marc Benaus, who plays in the Spanish second division, giving them their first competitive win. Koller with 2, Rosicky with 1. The Czechs victorious in Armenia. We already saw Van Nistelrooy's 2 goals for the Netherlands against Finland. Fairly routine win for the Ukraine against Georgia. Belik and Shevchenko with the goals. Good win for Albania. 7, Russia 1 is undoubtedly a massive headline score. Unbelievable result. 2 goals for Robbie Keane for the Republic of Ireland against the Faroe Islands. Fairly routine there. As we saw earlier, Wiltor and Henry with the goals for France in Cyprus. Cyprus maybe unlucky not to score at least. Amazing game between Italy and Belarus in Parma, and it was a Parma player, Alberto